What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This video is just going to be about that Samurai buggy that I've been working on. Technically I haven't been building because I didn't build the whole thing. So a little backstory on it. The guy that I'm building it for, he purchased it from a guy in Florida. He started working on it, he got it to what it was, and then I guess he didn't feel like working on it, or he just got tired of working on it, or he needed money. I don't know the whole situation, but the guy did put a lot of money into it, as in parts. There is a bunch of parts that are missing because the guy that I'm building it for, he didn't bring the parts because I'm not building this to a turnkey rig. I'm just getting it like the fabrication done on it, and then pretty much he's gonna take it, do the final welding on like the cage and stuff, and get all the electrical, plumbing, and all that stuff done to it. So I'll just do a little walk around because I do plan to work on it today, and I'll show you some stuff that I'm gonna be doing to it. So here it is, the Samurai. It's on Toyota axles, it's on 37s right now. It's 3-linked front, 4-linked rear. I mean, it has aluminum links, which they're not cheap. It has, I can't remember, the diamond steering arms. Front range diamond, something like that, steering arms. It has a bunch, I don't know all the stuff done to it. It has a lot of stuff. I think it has an upgraded brake kit on the front. Yeah, it has a lot of stuff done to the axles. I'm not really sure on all of the parts. I'm just, like I said, doing the fabrication work. So pretty much it has it does have a tracker 2-liter in it, which I'm not really a fan of cutting the hood for that. 2-liter, it's actually in really good shape. Motors doesn't have oil all over it and stuff, so yeah, that doesn't look clean at all. I don't like that. Looks like crap. While we're up here, something I'm going to be doing on the front, I'm going to be adding full hydro, which I was talking to the owner and I was like, hey, we should try to get rid of this truss because it looks like crap, because the guy just made the truss go to the, like, that's a factory perch. He just cut it off and then just left this piece and then just tied into it, which it just looks like crap. So my plan is to come in here, cut all this stuff off, cut this tube off, cut that off, and then cut it off up here too, clean it all up, and then maybe do like plate steel and then had it come up to the link or something, the link mount. So that's my plan, to do that. And then after that, then I'm going to figure out where to mount the ram and all that stuff, and then mount the orbital, get all that stuff mocked up. But it does have an automatic in it. It has a Samurai transfer case. It has King air shocks, which they're not on it yet. He did bring them to me and I have to fill them and put them on it, but I'm not gonna do that until like it's ready for it, so I'm not throwing grinding dust and all that stuff and sparks all over them. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for now. I'm gonna start working on this thing. So yeah, not really sure what you guys wanted to see on this thing. I mean, it's a Samurai buggy. It's a work in progress. So yeah, I'm gonna get to work. I might do a time lapse of me cutting this stuff off. Not really sure, because sometimes when I do time lapse, this camera doesn't like doing it. So anyways, I'm gonna get to work. So let's get to work. A few days have gone by since I did any updating on this video. I ended up getting the ram mounted, which I'll show you. So here's the ram. I got it all mounted up. I did double sheared on his steering arms. I added this piece too to tie into the bottom piece. So I got all that stuff welded up. And then I also welded underneath. And then also added a little piece on the inside too. Kind of dark, but. So yeah, got that all on. Got the ram all mounted up, looking good. And then I added this piece so then it has like protection. And then it looked kind of weird because then like you could see the bottom of the bolts. It just didn't look right, so I added this piece to cover it up so it looks cleaner. So I got all that on. Did the front. And then I also made a truss too for the axle. Also, like I said, it's kind of dark under here. Just a box just a box in truss. I tied it into the upper link mount. Just something simple. So yeah, I got all that stuff done, and then I went to go start mounting the orbital valve, and then I realized I thought this kit came with the, here, let me show you. I thought this kit came with like these joints, so then you could put it on here and then make like a steering shaft to go from here to your steering column. But it didn't come with any of that stuff, so I had the customer tell him he needed to source that, because I have one, and this is for my steering box, and I'm not selling this because I only have one. So he ended up finding them. He's supposed to swing by today and drop them off, so then I can get this thing mounted up. I ended up getting some work done on the Samurai buggy yesterday, which I just started working on now. I figured I'd do a little video. Not a lot of progress. I forgot I had a birthday party to go to for my niece, so yeah. So anyways, so I was working on the seatbelt mounts, which he's putting harnesses in it. I think they're either 4 or 5 point harnesses. So my plan was originally just to do like tabs off here, but like I tried that and it wasn't really working out the way I wanted it to, so I ended up making this whole piece. So it has a top, sides, front, and then a bottom piece too, which kind of hard to see, but yeah, it has like cutouts for the nuts to go in. So yeah, I got this figured out. I mean, it might sound like hard to believe, but it took me forever to figure these out. I don't know why. Like yesterday just wasn't my day, but it took me like 2 hours to figure this piece out, because I tried doing it a different way. Just didn't turn out right because the seat belts weren't on the proper angle that I was trying to achieve. So yeah, so I got that one all mocked up. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna probably try to get him to weld them on fully, because he's gonna weld the whole cage anyways. But I am working on the other side, which I just got that cut out, which, yeah, doing some welding on this one, trying to get it fully welded up. See here how I just had like a little piece of tubing so I can lay it on it and mock it all up. Working on the orbital valve, on mounting it and getting it mocked up. I'm gonna say right now, I'm not like, how can I say this? It works, it's functioning. I don't know, I just feel like there's a better way to do this, but I don't know, I didn't figure it out. If I figure it out before the due date is up on this thing, I will redo it. But I couldn't figure out how to do this to make it look cleaner. I'll just show you what I got. So here's the orbital valve. Kind of hard to see in here, but I got that mounted. I used the bracket that Trail Gear sent, which is the piece that's bolted to. I'd point to it, but I'm holding my phone for the light. And then I added these little gussets down here, like one to go forward, and then there's two back there. So I figured that should be plenty to hold the orbital valve. I just don't, to me it just doesn't look clean, which I don't know. I mean, will it work? I hope so. And then here's the steering shaft I had to make. Kinda another thing, like trying to go adapt to a Toyota spline for the U-joint on the orbital valve, that spline. Like, he brought me the same size spline shaft for like a Samurai, but here it has like a weird groove on the bottom of it, which it's kind of hard to see. If you can see that groove, well, that won't key into like a Samurai, so then I had to add these circle pieces to be able to adapt the Samurai to that shaft. And then that also has a slip, which I was trying to get rid of the slip because it doesn't need a lot of slip if you have two plates bolted together. So yeah, so I was trying to eliminate these pieces here, like trying to get rid of this and just have this piece go to this joint, and I try to fit this inside there. It just doesn't look right either, so it's kind of why I did it like that. I mean, will it work? Yes, it will work. It'll serve its purpose. So I got that done. I was trying to get the radiator figured out and get it in here, but like I said, I figured I'd get a lot of stuff done this weekend, but things just weren't in my favor this weekend because I forgot I had things I had to go to. And then I had people show up that wanted to buy some Samurai parts off me, like used parts. And then I ended up buying a few Samurais too, which I'm not really proud of, which I'll probably show you guys that in the next video, because I did a poll, I guess it's a poll, whatever you want to call that, on my YouTube thing. I don't know anything what to call that either. So you guys wanted to see a Toyota axle swap Samurai. So I've been buying Samurais. Well, technically I bought one, and I was like, yeah, I'll use that one. And then me being me, I'm like, oh, here's another one. I'll buy that one. Maybe I'll do that one. And then I found another one, so I bought that one. And then today I put a deposit on one, which I got to pick that up this week. So yeah, so I'm gonna get this bracket fully welded up. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do any more videoing, but yeah. So anyways, I know this video wasn't exciting or anything fun happening. I'm just putting an update out there for you guys. Next Sunday, I will have details on the next build series, which looks like it's gonna be a Samurai on Toyota axles. I just need to figure out which Samurai I wanna do it to, because all the ones I just picked up recently are huge projects, and I don't know if I want to get into that much project, or maybe I'll just pick a Samurai that I have now and Toyota axle swap it. But anyways, if you like this video, definitely hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, definitely subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.